to tell you my predictions for the Week 6 of college football. So the first game is Minnesota versus Ohio State. I think the score will be 35-56, Ohio State winning. Because I just think with the team Ohio State has, I just think they're better coached. They have better athletes, like quicker athletes, stronger athletes than Minnesota. And I just think the way they've been playing, I just think that if they play like they've been, I think they'll be able to beat them pretty bad. And I just think Ohio State will walk away with the win. The second game will be Texas and Florida. I think this will be a really good game since both teams are really good. And I think the score will be 35-30, Texas winning. Because I just think Texas, I just think that they are well known for their football, so they bring in better athletes than Florida does. And I just think that Texas has a better plays in the playbook than Florida. And I just think that Texas is just an overall better team. The third game I have is Mississippi State versus Texas A&M. I think Texas will win 45-28 because I just think that Mississippi State hasn't been really good for the past few years, or as good as other teams. I just think that Texas A&M is like twice as better than them, and I just think that Texas A&M is more disciplined, and I just think that Mississippi State will have a down game that game. I just think that Texas A&M will win. The fourth game is Kentucky versus Georgia. I have the score 14-21, Georgia winning, because I just think that Georgia is just a better football team than Kentucky. I just think that Georgia will have a better game, and I just think that they're better coached, more disciplined, and I just think that Kentucky won't be able to play as good to beat Georgia. The fifth game is Kent State to Oklahoma. I think this will be a blowout and a shutout game, because I have the score at 42-0. Because I just think that Oklahoma has more experience or more experienced players than Kent State, and I think Kent State will make a bunch of errors and be nervous, and I just think that Oklahoma will just play really good football against Kent State and win another game. The sixth game is Wisconsin versus Michigan. I have it 14-38, Michigan winning. Because I just think Michigan has better players than Wisconsin. I just think they have well-trained coaches to help them. And I just think that they have better plays. And plus, I think the overall IQ from Michigan is better than Wisconsin. And I just think Michigan will win. The seventh game is Virginia versus Louisville. I have the score 28-21, Virginia winning. I just don't think Louisville will be able to play as good as Virginia, because I just think Virginia is better disciplined, better coached. I just think they have better, or a little bit better athletes. I just think that they'll be able to sneak away with a win. The eighth game is Vanderbilt versus Alabama. I think this will be a really close game, being 24-28, Alabama winning, because I just think that with both teams, they have really good coaches to help them, and I just think that both teams will play their hardest, but I just think Alabama will beat them out because of how they'll play, and I just think Vanderbilt will get tired towards the end, and I just think Alabama will sneak away with the win. And then the next game is Illinois versus Purdue. I think this will be a big game for both teams since I think they're rivals, and I just think that this will be a really good game. I think the score will be 17-14, Illinois win, because I think just Illinois has trained harder than Purdue, and I just think that Illinois is stronger, and I just think they're better trained, and I think they will sneak away with the win. The next game is Boise State versus Notre Dame. I have Notre Dame winning 35-7 because I just think since Notre Dame made it to the championship game against Ohio State last year, I just think they have a bunch of better athletes than Boise State, and plus Boise State losing Ashton Jeanty to the NFL. I just think they won't be as good as last year, but I just think that Boise State will score once, but I think Notre Dame will win. The next game is Ohio State versus Cincinnati. I just think Cincinnati will win 24-21 because I think both teams are evenly matched, and I just think it'll come down to errors, and I just think that Cincinnati will be able to come out and win because of I think their discipline will help them win, and I just think that Ohio State will not be as good as they usually are. The next game, Penn State versus UCLA. I think the score will be 49-24. Penn State is going to win because I just think Penn State is just the better team here. I just think that UCLA is not as good because I think Penn State has always been good, and I just think that Penn State's better disciplined, has better IQ, better athletes than UCLA. And I just think that Penn State will play really good football, and UCLA won't be as good. The third to last game is West Virginia to BYU. I have the score 35-21 because I just think West Virginia will win because I just don't think BYU will come out, and I just don't think they'll have a really good game. And I think that West Virginia will come out and play strong, show discipline. I just think that with the players West Virginia has, they'll be able to beat BYU. The second to last game is Miami, Florida versus Florida State. I think this is going to be one of the biggest games of Week 6 because of the rivalry they had. And I think the score is going to be 28-21. Miami win because I just don't think Florida State can handle that much pressure. And plus, I just think Miami, Florida is the better team here, and I just think that with the players Miami has again versus Florida State, I just think they're better. I just think Miami, Florida's just better coached. In the last game, Texas Tech versus Houston. I think this will be a low-scoring game, 14-7. I think Texas Tech will be on top because I don't think Houston's a big football school as like some of the other schools like Texas Tech. And I just think that it'll be both defenses will be good, but I just think Texas Tech's offense will just get it done and have the Texas Tech win. So if you want to see Week 7 predictions, make sure you subscribe and don't miss that video, and comment what videos you'd like to see. I hope you guys have a good day.